Oh no. Light boss. That's a horrible matchup, I am guessing. On the draw, Amulet in opening hand is pretty good for Lurma, but I don't know. We have Glacial Chasm too. Maybe Glacial Chasm just kind of solos the opponent. My Amulet will die. Too sheltered by ghosts. Yeah, that's too bad. I can just wait behind Chasm. That's even worse. Although the Lurma is quite fast, so... Like, we can turn free Lurma. Turn free Lurma, just go Hickory Woodlot, Castle, Crystal Vein. Liberion too. Then I try to get Glacial Chasm. Went Mulligan to Sex. Now they Enlighten Tutor, which is like mulliganing even harder. They found Lash Knife. What the heck is a Lash Knife? If you control a planes, you may tap an untapped creature you control rather than pay the spell's mana cost. Wow. This seems overpowered. All that glitters. I think we have to change the plans and go forest. And find the Glacial Chasm. You didn't see the end, but nice top 8 yesterday. Thank you. In the quarterfinals, I just kind of died really badly to Fleshraker Shops, which doesn't seem like a good matchup. Daybreak Coronet. Whoa, and we are playing on a platform managed by Daybreak Games. Coincidence? Maybe Talon Gates of Madafaka is the move. The issue is that I have to sacrifice my Hickory Woodlot to do that. Maze of If would be nice. Why is Maze of If not in my deck? Seems like a rough omission. If I play Castle Garenbrig and put Tales of Madara into play, Talon get... That's really bad for me, I think. Glacial Chasm, I have to pay 2 life, then 4 life. Then I don't pay. That seems like it works, actually. Seems like the only way, really. Keep the Hickory Woodlot in play. So next turn I play Castle, pay 2 life, then I... That's all assuming my opponent has literal no answers to Glacial Chasm in their deck. If they have anything, then I guess they'll die. Flickering. Protection from green, sure. Pay 2 for Glacial Chasm, no. Oh yes, fuck, what'd I do? Kurwa, nie. Oi. I was supposed to pay, that was actually the point. Well... I mean, I could play a Coin Deeps. But it's too embarrassing. I don't want to do that. The plan just... Whoops. The plan didn't quite work out, but that's what I meant to do. Ay, ay, ay. I think we had a decent shot. Can't you go Blast Zone and then what? Can it, chat please sub so that Cancer can pay for the Chasm? Yeah. Lost because of decklist error TBH. I'm not sure, they maybe have some weird answer to...
He's a phenomenal control player.
Maze of Ith anyway, so. Who knows? Florent, thank you very much for the gifted. Tiller Engine. Titular Engine. Another turn to light boss. Seems worthwhile to echoing deeps and copy the courtyard in preparation for the next turn Lurma-ing. Probably going to search up Talon Gates in this spot. Tiller Engine is basically an amulet, yeah. All that glitters is gold. Only shooting stars. Sheltered by ghosts. I guess it was to be expected. So now it has ward 2. So I can't even Talon Gates. I'll find Glacial Chasm still. I think I will not play it yet. Or will I? Searching for the Glacial Chasm, actually Giga punishing here because Primeval Titan, next turn Primeval Titan for Chasm would be insanely good. Damn. That's really punishing. Light Boss seems like a incredible commander. Having that card on turn 2 every time. And having 100 auras in your deck. Just feels good. Is the Lurma deck good? Think so. I think this is a bad matchup though. Borgoning. A removal spell might be good versus Light Boss. What you said gave me a light boss. Glacial Chasm. So yeah, if I could play Titan for Glacial Chasm here, that would be incredible and I probably would win. They have Dust Ball, yeah, but it costs more mana to activate. But I see, why are you worried? 1918. Alright, this time I will pay. Well, if they don't draw a land... Ooh, Survel. Guess that's great. I actually win next turn if my opponent doesn't draw a land. Co to jest? Protection from a color. Benevolent Blessing. There's no way they can find an aura that's a land, right? Feather of Flight. Draws a card. No! Why you have to Dust Ball my Glacial Chasm? Really sad. Let's keep. We have Amulet of Vigor. Opponent is on top. Greatest Earthbender. I wonder what's that gonna be, an aggro deck? I mean, you lose if you miss your third land drop, and you lose if you draw your eighth land drop, so it's tricky. Dryad Arbor pass, crazy. Sacrifice my Crystal Vein next turn, play the Provisioner. Fetch. Then I have 2 lands and 2 treasures. So I may land away from Lurmaying. I fetch Mountain, okay. O kurwa, Spider-Man skoczył. Boris, the Spider Raider. Boris, kurwa, nieźle. Choose a destroy your land, play for free. Sounds stupid, but in that case I'll kill my own land as well to solidarize with my opponent. Thoughts on the French winning every award with E3-3? I think Silksong was a better game, but I don't mind that. I liked E3-3 as well. Whoa, starting town? No, they actually play removal. I was expecting them not to, and now yet they do. Next turn, Lurma time. Villain's commander is Toph, greatest earthbender. When enters, earthbend X, where X is the amount of mana spent to cast Hair. Thanks to this wording, Toph works well with being replayed as a commander. Inkmoth Nexus to get pumped, that's insane. Showing Lightning, no dobra, no Lurma for me. Horizon of Poggers. I laughed at Boris and now I am dying to Boris. How the time flies. Ooh, we have Maya, that's very nice for my opponent to play. It actually helps a lot. That would be a very nice Scapeshift situation. I think Scapeshift is banned. That's why we don't play it. No way it's banned. I mean, I'm sure I would have a Scapeshift in my deck otherwise.
He's a phenomenal control player.
8 years of being thanked by Kanista for my subscription.
Congrats on 8 years. 4 more months for 100 months of subbing. That's gonna be insane. Scapeshift is banned indeed, alright. Yep. Co to jest, kurwa, endurance? Jaki? Co za chuj? Got back a Saga and a Hickory Woodlot. I'll just crack my food. Had I waited a turn, I could copy the Phenomena record ding of cracking a food to gain 3 more life. You have just searched for a resource on the so-called internet about the DC banned list. You have found out that there is a card named Scapeshift on the said list. Whoa. Shade list. That's really shade. Next turn we could blink Lurma. I think this produces Corollas, yeah. Land creatures you control have double strike. Damn. There are still challenges. They're called trials and they are for fewer players. Co się stało? Oh, I'm stupid. This doesn't have infect yet. That's so bad. If I blocked the Inkmoth, I would have won easily, right? Perhaps, we don't know, but if I drew a land, I would have won easily. By fetching 4. But I just assume this is going to hit me for infect damage and not real damage. But I'm just stupid and I didn't read too many cards. They do too much. Can't keep up with all of those effects. Alright, Lurma. Dryad Arbor in opening hand for the second time in a row. I keep. Did we get Colossus Hammer tricked? No, I got... Actually, I was... So what they could do as well, they could have actually used the Inkmoth, then it becomes a 1-1. And it has 4 counters, so it's a 5-5. And it still has double strike. So it still would kill me, actually. It would still kill me. Maybe Horizon Explorer? Sounds fun. You owe Insidious Fungus a lot of money. How come? So Tough plus Inkmoth Nexus is kind of a combo. Seems like that is what their deck is built around, probably. I don't know if they have like land searchers. Stellar in your Titan sideboard? Damn. Insidious Fungus. Stellar in my Titan sideboard. Crazy. Renan Sex. Pick up the fetch. Okay. For some reason, this is whenever you attack a player, create a lander token. Okay, I guess no need to worry anymore. Flame Slash. Sędzia mówi dozwolone. Dredger już nie fika. Na turniej, a potem na dupy. A potem na dupy. Lumberjack plus Ren is a cool combo. In a way. But like, not really, not necessarily. You still make only one, you still play only one land per turn. Mountain. It does let you play land drop every turn though. But I guess it's no more synergy than Ren plus fetch land. Did I use Ren already? I fucked up. I couldn't afford to block. Aye. He'll ping my Arbor. That's so bad. That's so bad. I needed that mana to cast a 6-drop. Ale za to go kochacie. Okay, saved. So what do we do? Can I afford to play Primeval Titan here, or will my opponent combo off in some way and murder me? Probably just play Primeval Titan, indeed. Maybe I can even get Glacial Chasm. Does this song use the word you use for Capition Cannoneer? Yes. It actually does. To explain why would be too convoluted, so I will not do that right now, but it actually does. What's good to search? Let's get Glacial Chasm. No, Maze of Ith is not banned. I had it in my Azusa deck. I think it should be in this one as well. I just never put it in there. And it wasn't there when I was net decking. Bit of Horizons. Could be, yeah. I'll Glacial Chasm, and then next turn I want to... I don't know, we'll see. I could Finale of Devastation, get the Horizon Explorer, fetch a Lotus Field, and a 2-mana producing land. Then I have 7 mana, I find Sylvan Safekeeper, and play Lurma, and I have Lurma Mirrorpool Safekeeper loop available. Just have to get rid of the Glacial Chasm, which is actually a problem, because it makes me not have enough mana. No, that's fine, I can sacrifice it to Safekeeper. Yeah. So I pay the cumulative upkeep, go to my main phase, and first I Pact for Safekeeper Oni. Attack with Titan. No, that requires me to tap my Gingerbread. I guess a bounce land will be fine. Yeah, okay, that's bounce land is good. Lets me bounce the Castle Gingerbread and then replay it, and then we have enough mana to do what we need. Ha 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 ha. Domri. Weird inclusion. Seems way weaker than the rest of their cards. But I guess so was Boris. No, it's a different deck. I mean, it's a bit of a different deck. The game plan of this one is to loop with Lurma. The game plan of the Azusa deck was just to ramp with Azusa and then play Eldrazi's. So we pay. Three of Talos, dobra. So now I need no bounce land. And we find Sylvan Safekeeper. I thought they will be sorted by mana cost, so I was surprised it's not here, but we get the Safekeeper. Play it. So I can play 3 of Talos now. Finale of Devastation. We're gonna get the Horizon Explorer from the GY. Give Titan Shroud by sacrificing the Glacial Chasm. Attack. Oh, my opponent, doesn't matter. This way we get a lander token. We get Lotus Field and whatever. Common Beacon, that's fine. Suck. They perform a value block on my Titan, consuming it. No Ball of Prime in the deck. Maybe it's good, yeah. Ball of Prime seems actually pretty good to play. So we play Lurma. I guess I don't need to combo with Mirrorpool. So I can just target the Lurma, and it's gonna return all my lands, and then I use Command Beacon to redraw Lurma, and that way it's a loop as well. Nice. Ball of Prime, you say? Whenever you sacrifice a land, create a 4/4 and untap. 4 mana, sack a land, you gain 2 life. It's probably alright, I don't know, it's actually any good, but let's keep. We have Reclaimer into a removal spell. What else do we need, right? Does this mean Amuletos is playable in Legacy? I don't think so. Yeah, I have Titania already, which kind of fits a similar role. Elvish Mystique. They move to 5. I guess it's a Dryad Arbor hand. Next turn I can go Saga, Reclaimer, and Spatial Contortion, or Sylvan Library, probably the Contortion to kill their mana dork. There's no Crumbling Vestiges in my deck, and there probably should be. There probably should be one. Should there be one? Well, I have Spelunking and Amulet, so shouldn't there be one? And sometimes Lumra, sometimes you don't have an Amulet effect, and then Lumra can return it to make it mana. Frenzied Baloff, really? Why did you just find that? Pajamo Cab would be nice, yeah, with Crystal Vein, kind of funny. Only one card left in my opponent's hand. Bosseggio my Saga, I see. I'll get a Coin Deep's copy Saga. Opponent plays top, that's plus 8 damage. But I live. They drew a land. So next turn I fetch an Alumet. Play Lotus Field. Copy it with Vesuva. Probably. And probably can loop from there with Urza's Cave, right? And the Coin Deeps in the mix. It's a commander card, it's not in the regular set. It would be giga painful to get hit by top. I don't care about the library, so I decline the trigger. I hope that's okay with you, chat. Yes, go to command zone Lurma. So what can I search for to just win? Well, I can just have Mirrorpool. Is there a way for my loop to win this turn? I don't remember. I don't know if there is. There might not be. Oh, Mango! That's so funny. Mirrorpool. Kill deck the cone, lol. Lol. I think it means what a stupid deck. It's in French, right? I guess it is a French format, so it's kind of like, I guess it makes sense, but it is funny that like it's actually the case that people just do speak French, all of them. The commandors. And when they curse you, it's always in French. Do I speak French? I was learning French in high school and I don't really speak it, but I speak enough to understand that quel deck de con lol means what a stupid deck lol. So very little. When he cares, it's always Polish, true. Is this modern? It's dual commander. Let's find a fun monster.
He's a phenomenal control player.
Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4 hot. Thank you very much for the sub and welcome. Dust ball. It seems like the move, honestly. Sex is also good. Sex lets me replay Zuran Orb if I mill it. I mean, Titania doesn't like. I get Titania at some point, but I want not to die to burn spells. It's the issue. Guess I keep this. And this goes to my command zone. If you play Sanctum of Eternity, it was a combo. What's Sanctum of Eternity? I mean, we already are comboing off, so arguably it's already infinite. We milled Provisioner, which lets me gain some life, which is convenient. Well, I have Commander Beacon, which is actually better because it sacrifices itself. Now I will be suffering from the tireless provisioner making even more triggers. You need to sacrifice Lurma somehow or all the lands to kill him. Yeah. Well, so like in that case you can Mirrorpool. It's fine. You telling me a gingerbread this cabin? Wow. Lurma. We got a new message. A joué 2 cartes en 15 min. C'est vrai. Aussi, j'ai gagné. I don't know if that's proper. I'm not sure if it means what I think it means, but je te laisse t'amuser. So I will let you have fun. Is what my opponent has said. Mr. Streamer, will you win PT LoL when eclipsed? Despite being a good player at times, I am really bad at winning events. So I think odds are I will not. The Mythic Championship thing I won. I actually got a super buy into that too, which made it easier. It's standard, yeah. Alright, I'll pass now. Modo Giga Laggy. The Is It Lessons format. Tomorrow I'll play in a Giga important standard tournament chat, which determines whether I go to Mox or not. If I top 8, I very well could possibly qualify for the leaderboard. We're up against Prosh, so either a sacrifice deck or some kind of a combo. Can get a turn 2 Dryad Arbor. Yeah, sure. Can you read their commander to chat? Prosh, Skyrider of Kher. When you cast it, create 6 kobolds. Whoa. Sacrifice a creature, Prosh gets +1/+0. That is a hefty amount of kobolds. Dios mio. It's actually X kobolds. Yeah, well, X is 6, I like. Maybe let's play the Hickory turn 1. Elf. Elf on the shelf. I think the walk-in closet might be pretty bad in my deck. Oh, this is not the Hickory. This is Havenwood Battleground. That's different. Okay. So I don't even have 3 mana on turn 2. Is Food Chain legal in this format? We'll find out when my opponent plays it. I don't know. It might be, it might also not be, who knows. Worn Power Stone. Key. Opponent ramping up. Explorer? Better than Tezzeret, I think. The things you would do for that card in Modern. It would be quite nice. Horizon Explorer, 2/4, survives Plague. That would be a nice GSZ target. Where can you find a ban list for this format? It's a good question. Prosh. No Prosh. Turn 3. 6 mana commander. Whoa. Sits. Yeah, sits indeed. Lurma. Seats. Seats. We got Hickory Woodlot and Havenwood Battleground. That's solid. Can tap Lurma and fetch an 8-drop. With Nature's Rhythm. We can find Titan. Voracious World Gorger. Is that the EOE 8-drop? Would be great. Unfortunately, I can't Mirrorpool my Lurma. If I find Crystal Vein, Lotus Field, that is 5 mana, 7 mana. Mycospawn, 3 mana. I'm too low on mana. I feel like opponent is gonna kill me with the Prosh. So one way or another. No, we win this turn. How? Don't see that. Just win. Simple. If I Lotus and Mirrorpool, I don't have colorless mana. I think having a wastes in this deck sometimes comes up. I guess mostly with the Prismatic Vista, but also the Fabled Passage. Kinda would want to play waste. It's probably better than Rogue's Passage, which is kind of useless. Temple of False God. Seems pretty bad, probably. Maze of Eve. I could find a Bounce Land and Arid Archway and Talon Gates. Or just the Chasm. Let's go Mirrorpool and Glacial Chasm. Could untap Lurma as well. Zuran Orb for the next turn. And to be able to survive more often. It is game 1. It's taking a while. The Lurma processes can be a bit lengthy. Rumble. The Illusion of Choice. 3 visits, Nature's Roll, Bio, and City of Traitors. Alright, I need a quick bathroom break, so opponent will think I'm sideboarding, but I'm actually pooping. Alright, I figured that I don't actually change my commander, I will stick to Lurma. It took me entire 3 minutes of deep thought, now I am ready to game again. Alumet, I keep. I'm not sure if the Eldrazi Confluence is any good in this deck, it seems pretty hard to cast often. Somehow it's not even an Eldrazi card. Not that I'm playing Eldrazi Temple, but if I were. When moves to 5 and they go land, dork, 3 cards left in hand only. Brutal. Devastating. Commands better than Confluences. I have the Kozilek's command in the deck, yeah. This seemed like a sacrifice deck indeed. You're not doing much for a while. I guess if I search for a Lotus Field next turn, that might be just game winning on turn 4. 20 more mana and we have. Then we have, yeah. If they play a second Blood Artist, I kinda just die next turn, right? I take 2, then I take 1, 2, I take 3. Seems like death. 6 razy 2, 12. 3 na 4, no i potem jeszcze chuj. Szpelunki. I guess playing the second fetch was better than long term. For more lands to come back from Lurma. No pro. No prosh. I need to hit a second colorless source, then my Eldrazi Confluence can blink Lurma. Which seems advantageous in this spot. I mean, if I hit a colorless source, I get to Confluence and I get to Mirrorpool anyway, so doesn't really matter, frankly. I just need to hit a colorless source with Lurma. That's what's important. Even then, it's not like a full loop. I hit the Nature's Rhythm. That's good. Although Lumra is gonna be 5/5. I think that's fine still. Exactly, so many Dynamos. You got it. That should be a loop. If I get Echoing Deeps and Crystal Vine. Alright. Turns out milling Nature's Rhythm was as good as milling a colorless source. This deck seems kinda powerful. It is, yeah. It loops pretty quickly. Whoa, turn 1 Burgoning? Actually not turn 1 Burgoning, I can't play it. Still, I'll keep, I guess. Against Ang. Swift Savior. It is really rough that I can't play a turn 1, but don't get fooled by the golden border on Last Aquarian Horizon of Poggers. Good probe. My flesh holds no secrets, monster. The spirit of Lurma will carry on. Arid Darkway. Surveil. Seems good. I'll just use Horizon of Poggers. EOT Brainstorm. Seems like opponent did not study Legacy for long enough. They clearly have no idea how to use the card, which is to never cast it. Lama, they drew one of the cards they put back. Look out, Canister. They made airbend your Lurma. Seems like that is not going to happen. They did shuffle one card. What? No, nie. I thought you were playing a nice and casual game of Lurma. And then my opponent does this to me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 6, 7. The original list I net decked did not have Sylvan Safekeeper, and I don't know why. Seems really good to have in a Lurma deck. What's next? A subtlety, chat? Is my point holding priority for lulz, or are they actually going to cast something? Solitude is fine, we have the Safekeeper. Dobra, sits. Let's shroud my Safekeeper, and then Lurma. Whoa, Canister wins? It wasn't quite a loop yet, but I guess I could do a lot. Mill 3 lands. Why not hold control and sack more? I wanted to sack the first land, shroud my Safekeeper so there is no window for Solitude to Solitude it, and then I would hold priority and sacrifice 4 lands targeting Lurma, because Solitude cannot prevent that from happening. So all my lands go to the graveyard, Lurma dies because no lands, goes to my command zone, resolve trigger, return the lands plus the lands from the play and GY, replay Lurma for 8 mana, and hope that somehow I break, like I get to loop. I think last step query copy the Provisioner from the graveyard would let me. I don't know if I had enough mana to do that. It would be fine. Opponent scooped, that's what counts. That said, they play Harbinger of Disease, so I don't think I can really beat that. Makes... well, we have Ugin, okay. We have Kozilek's Command, which I can't cast under Harbinger. It's fine. This is a neat Dryad Arbor hand. Prorden. Ooh, turn to Spelung. Love it. Flood Farm Verge. Interesting inclusion. I Spelunk. Make food. You like the extra stream in the top right. Was that always there? Extra stream in the top right? Yeah, it was. Is this standard? It's dual commander French variation. Ah, bonjour Lourma. Ah, bonjour. Je suis Lourma, je jouais Terrence. Oh no. This is our opponent's commander and they just airbaned my Dryad Arbor, which just leaves me unable to ever play it. That sucks. What if I Kozilek's Commando for spawns and draw? Could get a 2-drop as well with the Finale of Devastation. Its owner may. Alright. Exile it. While it's exiled, its owner may cast it for 2 rather than its mana cost. This is a land, I can't cast a land, so... How do you speak bear in French? Bear in French? Ours. Something like that. Airbending beats airbending. No, airbending is worded in such a way where you get back the land anyways. Charm puts the land into play untapped because of spelunking. It doesn't do that normally. Seems good to deploy Eugene. Maybe I could just try to loop somehow. You assumed I meant a Pioneer League when you said Lurma League yesterday. Many assumed that. If they airbend my Ugin, that's better for me. Then I just have a 2-mana Eugen castable. I did not really think much about them being able to do that, but it's fine. Because their biggest problem is Harbinger, and I guess if they played something like Dranith Magistrate or Harbinger, then it's tough. Couldn't they exile Lurma? They could. Then I mean, then I add mana with Eugen, replay Lurma. Is that good? I don't know. Cloud. Char, would you like to see a Pioneer Lurma League or Challenge next week? Next Friday, for example? Sure. No. Yes, excitedly. I like to see whatever you play. Smiley face. Alright. Lurma Friday. Classic portion of the stream would be Lurma Friday. Lurma with Ishkana. The issue with Ishkana is that it's actually a really bad deck. It doesn't make much sense. Oh no, Felia. Seems really good to play a cheap commander because then you just always... Every single opening hand is good because every single opening hand has a 2-drop. I'm surprised there isn't more Ragavan commander decks. Winter Moon. It's not so bad. Lotus Field process 3 mana. You can sacrifice the tapped ones. Whoa. No play? That's wild. Winter Moon, gone. Next turn I can Titania. Perhaps. Holy guacamole, Felia and Mr. Spider-Man. What's next? Stoneforge Mystic. Lion Sash. Ooh la la, my graveyard. Just bounce Boseiju. Well, it's already bounced. It's already in my graveyard. They're keeping their mana up. How come? Glimmerlands. What a choice. No, that's not a land. Alright, Titania. No yellow remnant, please. They just want to keep up Ademi of the Silk Shoots. Yeah, see? Parting Ghast. Sure. So just exiles my creature. Why not Boseiju? Duskball seems better than Boseiju, maybe? That's why? Why Boseiju, I guess I might ask. Like, Boseiju does nothing in play, right? So, if they are going to exile... Because you can destroy Lion Sash from play? Spells cost 1 more to cast. Ay, ay, ay. 2 more to cast. Oi, oi, oi. I mean, with Duskball I can destroy the Ikanjo. That's also worthwhile. Pretty good. I might still die. I'm not sure how to convert this into a victory. Because we don't have an amulet, so Lurma is quite slow. Witch Enchanter, that's... well, that's okay. Maybe they will bait themselves into blinking the Witch Enchanter instead of blinking my fish. They did not. The artifact, it was a Phenomena Recorder. Ooh, Glacial Chasm. It's photographs of Spider-Man, I think. Something like that. IRL. Peter Porker Chimera. Yeah, that sounds good. We hit Nature's Rhythm, so we can get Ice-Steel Explorer next turn. Maybe there is something better than that even. Bit of Offerings is a Bojuka Bog that is not forbidden to play. In my deck. Why is my deck not playing Crop Rotation actually? I just realized. Or is it playing Crop Rotation and I just never draw it? I don't remember drawing maybe I did. Seems really good nonetheless. Opening a commander deck lags your entire Mongo. Whatever. Crop Rotation. Alright, the reason why I don't play it is because I actually do and I am blind. I think it's Ice-Steel. I could look at my remaining cards, but who knows how to choose. A Hawk Crop Rotation showing up instantly. F6. Well, I want to replay the Glacial Chasm. Specifically, I think. This is how we do it. Your move, opponent. Can you solve my Glacial Chasm? I even have a Boseiju up because I have a legendary monster. Will there be a DC Lurma guide on Metafy? Would you find that a valuable resource and something you would actually want to have access to? No. Okay, then there will not be. What are you blinking? Witch Enchanter, dobra, siedzi. I'll just kill this and F6. Yeah, I guess when there is a DCRC. Is my latest Lurma list the best optimized list ever? This one? It is not, no. It's missing Maze of Ith, which is just wrong. And Vestige, yeah. Let's play around instant speed land removal. Missing Maze, that's why I lost to Light Boss. I mean, you say Kappa, but it's actually just true. Do I think I can play Amulet in Standard without any of the Amulet cards? You actually can't. A bit rough. Oi! I wanted to copy it. Whoops. That was the wrong order. Well, I wanted to attack with Lurma, but it was the same. Oh, I guess Glacial Chasm doesn't let me attack. Okay, I keep forgetting about that. Now they only need to kill one of my lands. I wanted to play Echoing Deeps, copy the Glacial Chasm, and then Glacial Chasm. Have you dealt damage to opponents this league? Ah. Probably. Why is the Tree of Tails in the deck? It's for Tezzeret to be able to fetch a land. I think that's the only use. Wasteland doesn't kill us. Yeah, that's true also, it's fine. So maybe my play was good. Delirium for Woodland as well. Yeah, sure, but like, that's not very important. Like, you wouldn't play it just for Delirium over a basic, I think. Really? Blink my guy? Parallax Wave. Okay. I want to kill 4 drops or 2 drops with Parallax Wave in play. It's like 2 drops because I can't put enough counters. I guess that makes sense. What now? Fungus. Yeah, I guess. Just kill the Parallax Wave. Genius. Ha, you're a fun guy. Is it game 1 still? Was there any way to just get lethal with Finale X10? I don't think so. Whoa. Interesting. Get a Lurma trigger? Why did you give me that? Nie ma kurwa, nie usuniesz mi nic. Nie udawaj. No, Canister wins, I like that. I'd kill this, return my Lurma, kill their 2 drops, they're left with just a Witch Enchanter, I have everything in play. GG, no re. You got Safekeeper with finally equals 10, I think that might be lethal. You think too much, and you worry too much, so many dynamos. But you're probably right. Opponent was afraid of us searching for Scavenger, Safekeeper. Probably, yeah, I guess Safekeeper also would have gotten them. Lovely to see a win over P-Wave. This card is insanely strong. That's like an opinion that many people hold, and I'm not sure I share it. Simply don't be afraid and it's gonna be okay. Pre-modern wave, yeah. I'll mulligan. Whoa, nice hand. Probably put back Phenomena Recorder. I think this card might be a bit bad. Whoa! Ocelot Pride. Monka. It's good that my hand is fast. Have I played against opposition agent with this deck? No. It's probably banned. Is Tezzeret just a 3 mana Amulet tutor? That is one way to use it, yeah. You got your standing desk up after a year and just realized it's been a while since I've seen you standing. Get up. No, I just was up a round ago, so you were just not looking, bro. Phew, no 2-drop. Yeah, that's pretty good. Like, they had a 2-drop to keep up the pressure, that would be. Oh, kurka. Maybe I should have played the Urza's Tower? Probably. Diamond Priest! Oh. My sex will not come back. Talon. I don't know. Fetch Amulet and then hope to draw a Lotus Field or something. And by draw I mean expedition map for it. Or map for it, yeah. Vampire's Vengeance. Unfortunately, that is outside of my commander's identity. To Vampire's Vengeance, small monsters. Kings of Leon wrote sex on fire after one of their members cast Unholy Heat on opponent's sex and said your sex is on fire, allegedly. That's a fun piece of trivia. Can you play Firespower and produce red? Not yet, but in the future. I think producing red is allowed. Opponent could be more annoying by exiling my Utopia Sprawl. Oh, they gave my Tezzeret an extra counter, thank you. That said, I died, so let's be on the play. Just allow all colors regardless of color identity. Yeah. Whoa, this hand is nasty. Or is it? Not that nasty, I guess. It's kind of like... Oh, it's a hand. Well, it's good. It's good. It's good. Opponent said I got bored with Modern and proceeded to build this deck. Yeah. Turn to Explorer. That's one way to play the hand, yeah. But then it kind of kills my lands, but then they come back, so, I mean, it kind of achieves nothing. I think maybe a turn to Thought-Knot Seer is better, take their 2-drop. Or maybe even Fanatic of Ronas is better. I think it might be. They're free Lurma with Explorer? No, because then I'm fragile. I don't like being fragile. Shim Rip? Oi oi oi. I still Explorer, Ghost Quarter. How many planes can they run in their deck, chat? Not too many, right? On thin ice. Plus on waiting room, chat. I think I can't count. Yeah, I can't. That's fine. Pulled up one random list. They had 22 planes. Solid. Solid amount of planes, I guess. Am I afraid of any of those? Probably the Recruiter. You can keep all. Well, the Recruiter fetches Solitude and can be annoying. Archon of Emeria might be a bit annoying, but I think we can withstand that. Next turn, Lurma will come, produce at least a bunch of foods and treasures, and then it's gonna be all good. Can you use Garen Brick mana to bestow? I don't think so. Oh yeah, Ghost Quarter can get back my Ice Steel Explorer. That's sick. Although it's gonna be tapped. Disruptor Flute. Still have 9 mana, so that's actually okay. Koło 12 jakoś, potem spał. No, jeszcze streamuję za chwilkę. Kończę. Plus 9. Can summon Mr. Lurma. How is Buka? Well, I only got the... What do we copy? Maybe just this. I only got the... results. I mean, it seems like she's fine. Relatively, she will just need to take mids. Should I equip Lurma with the non-Tuka? Probably not. Can just wait. Could also attack, but it doesn't matter. How old is Buka? She's 6.5 years old. Why not Wild Grow first? Sure, yeah, I could have played it. I didn't just check my opponent's board for the presence of Archon of Emeria. Soul Guide Lantern! Whoa! Brutal. Echoing Deeps is gone. This Blast Zone chat will have more and more work. Is there a reason why in this format people run snow-covered forest instead of normies forest? I don't know. I net decked an Azusa deck, which had Mouth of Ronom earlier, which requires you to have snow mana. I don't know if there is an opposing card that requires that or punishes non-snow somehow. I don't think so. Luka, co ty robisz? Yeah, they play on tonight, so well, that makes sense, right? Belvolent Bombigard. Okay. Was snow mana a thing in those old sets, or did they just introduce that in Cold Snap? Yes, but Lumina doesn't care about any of those cards. Who cares about Snowlands? Well, I play forests. Normal. Snow mana not a thing. Już mnie gadaj, że snow mana nie istnieje. That's impossible. Budgemore Cab. I only added Budgemore Cab to my deck because it's really expensive. I don't think it's actually any good. Well, they play on the nice. We have found the culprit. Combos with City of Traitors. Yeah, I guess, sort of. Really? That's a scoop? I mean, perhaps it was too much value for my opponent to overcome. But I thought they will at least try to use their Soul Guide Lantern at a point. Alright, let's fix a deck. Maze of If.